What's up, everybody? Here's one of the latest Kobe Bryant death rituals. I know he died about 6 years ago now, or over 6 years, but they still keep coming. They still keep using Kobe as a ritual on in Kobe's numbers, Kobe's death numbers, Kobe's birth date and death date. For example, I'm gonna show you. So, the Lakers haven't played a game on Kobe's death day since he died. I don't think they played. No, I don't think they played a game since he died on January 26th, which is his death day. But this year, the Lakers, today the Lakers just released their schedule. And what do you know? They have a game scheduled at home on Kobe's death day versus OKC. Okay. Um, you already know it's a ritual when it's on that day. The game is at crypto.com. The game used to be, the stadium, I should say, used to be called Staples Center, but they changed it to crypto.com and they call the crypto.com arena the crypt for short, and a crypt is a place where they keep dead bodies. But anyways, when you want to look deeper into these rituals and see how they do it, you got to look into the date numerology. You got to look into the gematria, and you'll see it right away. In this case, and look at the head-to-head records, of course. And in this case, when you look at the head-to-head records, you see that the Lakers are 157 and 117 versus OKC. Okay. And if you don't know by now, 157 is a number heavily associated with Kobe Bryant because in language of gematria, Kobe Bryant equals 157. Okay. And they also had him die 157 days after his birthday. Okay, August 23rd, 2019 to January 26th, 2020. 157 days, because his name. And that's their MO, that's like their formula. And these death rituals, the Kabbalists, the Jesuits, that practice this murder by numbers, that's the beginning of their formulas, usually from birth date to death date. That's the first thing you look at, and the gematria of the name of the person involved. But in this case, again, Kobe Bryant equals 157. He's dead 157 days after his last birthday. Okay, and StatMuse had the same record. This is for regular season. They've played in the playoffs a few times, but that's not counting the playoff games. This is the regular season record only. OKC versus the Lakers. Okay, and right off the bat too, 117. If they get a loss, the Lakers, they're gonna be 157 and 118, and 118 is a number connected to death in the Jewish cipher. Death equals 118. You see 118 around a lot of deaths. Um, yeah, and so the score is basically gonna read the records on Kobe's death day after the game is basically gonna read 157 and 118. 157 Kobe Bryant, 118 death. Kobe Bryant death on Kobe Bryant's death day. That'll be the Lakers record versus the Thunder in the regular season when they lose that game. And I just want to go into a little bit further just to hammer home the significance of 157 and Kobe. Okay. We know he died 157 days after his birthday. And before he died, he released, here's a picture of it right here. He released his book, first book he's ever written, the Wizard Art Series Training Camp. He's an author. Kobe Bryant's an author. First book he's authored. He released it on March 19th, 2019. And if you had to guess how many days it was before his birthday, and he said 157 days, he'd be right. 157 days. This is before his death. So that's why a lot of the community that understands this knowledge probably think he's not dead, because these rituals he was practicing and cooperating with before even his death. So his death just looks like part of the ritual, because these rituals keep coming on even after his death. They're using him. They orchestrate these rituals even after his death. So okay, now what I don't hear a lot of people, a lot of the information of the Kobe Bryant death is out there, but it's not a big deal, but it is a big factoid that a lot of people miss and don't mention when they go do a deep dive on Kobe's death. And one is the fact that he did release his first book 157 days before his birthday, right? But how many of you guys have ever actually got the book and went to the 157th page and read what it is saying? And I will read it to you so you can hear what it says word for word. But basically, it's one character telling another character how he is suspicious of his parents' deaths. The character was told that his parents died in a car accident, and the character is kind of skeptical about it, because his parents spoke out against the president. So let me just read it to you. This is the 157th page of Kobe's book that he dropped 157 days before his birthday, when he died 157 days after his birthday, when his name in gematria equals 157. Kobe Bryant equals 157. So I'm going to read a little bit of the end of page 156 leading up to page 157. So, here we go. I don't know, Reggie said finally. What do you mean? Alfie asked, unable to stop himself. They left? Not exactly. Reggie sighed and looked down at his hands as if the answer were written there. They were in a car accident. I'm sorry, Alfie murmured. He couldn't imagine losing his parents. Reggie glanced at him. That's what the police told me anyway, but I never saw their car. Now, this is page 157. I never saw their car. No pictures, nothing. He paused. They were both reporters. They spoke out about the president. I didn't know that, Alfie murmured. He felt a tingle of nervous energy. What was Reggie saying? That the government killed his parents? He looked around the gym to make sure no one else was listening, but they were all warming up. It was dangerous to even think something like that. No one on the team does, Reggie said, but you told me. Yeah, Reggie said, nodding. I trust you to keep it in between us. Alfie nodded, of course. Okay, so that's the exchange between the two characters, Alfie and Reggie. I think it's Reggie's the one that is saying that his parents were... that he was told that his parents died in a car accident, which he doesn't believe. And here we go. And this is the 157th page of Kobe's book, where he's talking about an accident and basically conspiracy where, someone really close to the people that died don't believe that they died in an accident, just like Kobe Bryant, how Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter, and there's a lot of questions to be asked, like where's the black box? Why was there pretty white smoke and not no black burning engine smoke? A bunch of things. We won't go into that. It's not a deep dive in Kobe. I just want to bring this 157 piece up since the Lakers dropped the NBA schedule today in 2026 for their 2026-2027 season, and they have a game scheduled on Kobe Bryant's death day versus OKC. And again, the record, regular season 157 and 118. 118, 100% is a number heavily associated with death. I'm not gonna get into it. You want to get into depth of all these numbers. Look into Zachary K. Hubbard's work, where he, thoroughly goes into in depth into all of this for over a decade. I'm just helping out, I guess, and spewing out what I know when I have the time, because I don't have the time actually to sit here and do this, but I might have a little bit, and I think everyone should know about this. This is big, and this is early too, so we can see how things transpire later. But is there anything? Yeah, so like I just again how they emphasized accident, the word accident in the 157th page of Kobe Bryant's book. Accident equals 157 as well. And so does Staples Center, where Kobe played his home games, and also where they hold the Grammys, and Kobe died on Grammy Day, And Staples Center is not called Staples Center, it's called the Crypt, somewhere where they keep dead bodies, creepy stuff. But it's all ritual. Lakers got that, I don't know what you want to call it, but that deathly lore now. I don't know what you call it, but they got that under their belt to sell now. But this is not how you do gematria right here. You don't just throw words in there and just see the gematria and be like, oh, look at this. I put accident and Staples Center in this box just to remind myself when I do this presentation, to remind everybody that Staples Center equals 157 and accident also equals 157. But I still gotta mention how kind of trippy that is. Like Staples Center accident equals 126 and 81. 126, the death date of Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant. Don't forget, and Gianna Bryant equals 126. But accident and Staples Center also equal 81. I mean, this is don't be quoting me, and don't be thinking this is an official coded phrase or whatnot in the ritual. I just thought it was kind of tripped out that it equals 126, and maybe it is part of the ritual. I don't know, because look at Staples Center accident. I don't know. Maybe it is 216, 6 times 6 times 6, 216. But no, I just wanted to run that by. But yeah, just to show you. I already showed you. Did I show you? If I didn't, here it is. Accident 157. Staples Center equals 157. Okay. And the ones behind the Staples Center, that's how I'm going to end it at 8:24. If you look at the clock right here. The ones that run the entertainment at Staples Center, that have been behind the deaths of Michael Jackson, behind the deaths of Whitney Houston, Vanity, Prince's lady, and most likely Prince as well, is AEG, and A is the first letter, E is the fifth, and G is the seventh for another 157. I think that's what that 157 tag is. And if not, it's associated with that, the initials of AG. But we'll just end it there. One of the latest Kobe death rituals. Today is August 13th, 2026. Just past 8:24. Peace.